Well, here we are. Welcome to another fucking video. Today you're going to see a one-on-one call with one of my top students in my ridiculously beautiful mentorship of sales. I want you to pay attention to how I teach him and how I coach him to do a full discovery. And you can see everything. You literally can see a call review that I did for him where I showed him exactly what he needs to do so that he can close people without a stupid word track, without memorizing an objection handle or some gay ass shit. This is as easy as it goes. And if you just follow this, you literally will have a ridiculous close rate and you're going to be able to make 5 figures and make a shit ton of money. Like I do. I make $50,000 a month and I work with 9-figure companies. I am showing you how. You just have to copy it. So just do it. And if you really want to get serious and make a shit ton of money with me, join the fucking hunters. Or, I don't know, keep wanking off with free stuff. It's fine. Watch the video, enjoy, and pay attention. So here we are with Jaden Cartal, aka the terror of women. Jaden.
Exactly.
Would you like to start with your opening question?
Yeah. Well, what's your biggest challenge, Luca? I'm just kidding. So this call is very simple because
Okay.
I want to review a call. Before that, I only have like 1 or 2 questions.
Yeah. Go.
Before that, do you have anything for me, like what you see outside of my own perspective?
I'm concerned about you not closing more. What are you working on right now?
Nothing. I'm waiting for the launch. And if it goes to shit, let's say I don't get any opportunities, I'm gonna go to the outreach grant like a motherfucker. But right now, I'm just sharpening the axe for the launch.
Okay. You're just studying, pretty much. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you felt that you already improved or that you're at the same level?
I improved a lot, but again, my only concern is that I'm watching a lot of content and I'm like taking notes, analyzing, breaking everything down, but at the same time, I could roleplay more, also with myself, with the boys. So I'm gonna do that the next days.
How many role plays are you doing daily?
Like 1, I would say like in a week, let's say 7 days in a week, 5 roleplays. Some I don't do any.
Do you think that is good?
Nah,
Why
that's
not?
not good. Because I need to put into practice in order to become better.
Why are you not doing it?
Yeah, I'm wanking off, I guess.
Do you prefer doing that?
No.
So,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roleplay more. But in your opinion, how much do you think is roleplaying better than watching content and like taking notes, not just passively?
you have to do both. Every time I watch something, I learn something, I'm role playing with myself. Every time. If I just learn one thing, how to deal with this, or how to do this intro, or how to do this, whatever, I am role playing it with me immediately. 100%.
You do a whole discovery or just like a part?
Depends on what I learned. If it's more like this is how you get over X part of the call, I just work on that part. But I multiple times, every single day, I role play with myself. Every single day, a full call.
Did you ever roleplay with other people or always with yourself?
Always with myself. I didn't have the hunters and I don't use it. I'm planning on doing role plays with you guys. I mean, I do technically role play with you guys when we're on coaching calls, but just for the sakes of it, I'm usually just studying. But I'll probably do now so that I can make content for you guys on how you can close on this offer. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I
yes.
like roleplaying.
But I have a good amount of calls every day. You don't.
Yeah.
So you need to be replacing that with, okay, I can study more, but I have to do more role plays. Like the boys will be glad to do so. Kevin will be fucking glad to be a prospect and keep on learning. So just
Yeah.
abuse that black beautiful man. Abuse him. Day and
Yeah,
night.
I already did sometimes, but I need to do it more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
One question is, this is from one of your lessons in the school community, which is you had this lesson on a call where let me read it. So bring everything to the present. Do not allow prospects to give you answers like I like to make X money. Instead, force them to say how much money they're making today.
You don't
Can
understand
you
that?
elaborate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, but maybe there's more to it. Like since it's a lesson of the day.
I did it with you just now. Should you be doing role plays? Yes or no, Jaden?
Yes,
How many you think you should be doing a week, realistically?
like at least 14.
Okay. That's 2 a day. How many are you doing per day?
One at most.
So do you see it's like talking about the future, how much pain it created for you to say, yeah, I mean, I should be doing 2 a day. But when I said, boom, when I anchor it into the present, how many you're doing? Yeah, one at most. You see? It's everything that is a if, a maybe, a possibility, a future, you bring it to the present and you anchor it with, okay, how many? Now.
That makes sense. Now something came up to my mind. Remember, I had the roleplay with Babadook where I future paced and I tried to anchor it into the present. And you said go all in when you future paste and then anchor to the present. How should I do it?
I have no idea about that roleplay. Maybe if you
Yeah, I
send me
mean,
a
let's,
clip,
yeah.
the explanation probably. Maybe you did something on a on that role play that you future paced, but you future paced in a gay way. Like, you know, I'm paraphrasing, but let's say you say something like, "Hey, where do you see yourself in 2 weeks?" Well, that's if you're gonna do it well. It's like, where do you see yourself in a couple months doing this, right? Maybe the advice wasn't that. I genuinely don't remember it. We can review it later. But maybe that was one
Mm.
thing, or maybe it was obvious that if you future pace that, he would have gave you something very good. And in that case, okay, in
Yeah.
that case, it would have been juicy. However, it's a tactic, not a not a not a commonality that you have to always do. Like, you always need to bring it to the present. The future pacing in that case, if we did it, was because of a strategy. But you always bring it back into the present. Yes?
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I'm gonna send the recording. By the way,
Okay.
this was 1 month ago, like my skills 1 month ago for an e-com offer. And I mean, I think overall was decent, but I still have the problem of being too bloodlusty and telegraphed, I think. And I think that should be here my problem. So you can
Right.
give me feedback on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
And also, I don't think that I follow one thread. Like I go vertically sometimes. I think that's a problem as well.
Oh, so I work in the hospital and
Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. What's your name?
Patrick,
Patrick. Nice. How you doing, man?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay,
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
This meeting is being recorded.
Is it a good time to take the call?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. I know you have a limited amount of time.
So before you there, like, it's fine what you did. Probably I would have smiled a bit more. But then I'm saying, Patrick, you look kind of uncomfortable. I'll give you a minute. Just sit somewhere, put the phone or the laptop where you need, and let's have a good conversation. I don't want you to be distracted. There's no rush. I'll give you the minute. You got to say that, right? Because the guy's like trying to find a position, and at the same time, he's nervous about talking to you. And that's why he's distracted. And you are framing the call already, but the guy is trying to see how he can put himself in. The people are not like us that we think in advance. Okay, I'm gonna have a call. So I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna turn on the lights, I'm gonna check the mic if it's working, I'm gonna sit. Is the haircut okay? Awesome. This guy, which is most prospects, oh shit, I have a call at 5. It's 5:01. All right, I just joined from my phone. And I was like, yeah. So do you see?
Yeah, some notes on this call. This
Yeah.
was actually didn't give me objections. He wanted to pay up front, but then he disconnected all of a sudden, and then it turned out there was a trust issue. So I was like, okay, maybe it was my fault. I was too telegraphed, or maybe it's a company as well. I don't know. Just so you know.
Okay. Let's see.
So are you ready to jump in?
Okay.
Yeah, you understand me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Look, Patrick, the only purpose of this call, to keep it very simple with you, is to see if you joining this program would make sense to you.
So I want you to see that. You told me about trust. Imagine how much trust I already built. Let's say that we're comparing in this call. Let's make it fun. Let's make a game. It's me in an imaginary world doing this call versus you already in this call. The level of trust that you got by just jumping into things versus me saying, hey, I can see that you're, kind of finding a place. Like, I'll give you a minute, relax, man, get a place to sit, and then we'll talk. It's like I'm already miles ahead out of you just because of that sentence alone. Right? It's about seeing the stuff.
Need to work on charisma. If it is, we can
What you said?
need to work on my charisma.
Yes.
Obviously talk about all the details, but if not, fuck it. We can just leave it here and I can point you to the best direction. The way we're gonna do this, Patrick, I'm just
Never do that. It's too early in the call for you. It's too early in the call for you to say, if not, fuck it. Don't do that because, and I am someone who swears a lot, by the way. Like, genuinely, I think you know this. I would never say that because it's too early. It makes you look very unprofessional from the get-go.
okay.
Don't do that. Later on, if the prospect uses that type of foul language, you do it. You do not use it if it's not something that the prospect gave you first.
Just gonna ask you some questions in the first part to really understand your current situation. And then, once I'm explaining the whole program, I want you to ask me about literally anything that
Especially less in the frame.
comes to your mind, okay?
Clean, the rest very clean, the beard, the hair, the way you're dressed up, the background, pristine. You're an example to follow. Very good.
And also, I'm very direct, as you probably realize, and that's just to help you. So I might maybe ask some personal questions. So can you do the favor of asking me or being transparent with me as well, okay? Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay, awesome, man. Catch you up to speed. What led you to book this call with me today?
So
I'm still asking, are you comfortable like this? It's like, because the guy's pulling in Carlitos, it's like this on the camera. It's like, do you need a second? It's like, I have to address this.
for the past 2 years, I've been trying to get into e-commerce, and I've not really had someone to actually direct me and take me through the whole process. So I saw his ad on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, let me just sign up for this. Let me just make a booking and see if I can maybe meet one of his team members to help me, to guide me. So I've always wanted to try this e-commerce thing because it looks like it's something I'm very interested in doing.
Okay. So you're interested in e-commerce and you're looking for.
What did you wrote down there? Just tell that to me. Or you weren't paying attention to what he just said. Mentally, what did you just wrote down now? Let's practice. This is a sales call.
Okay, yeah, didn't pay too much attention, but basically
Okay.
he's interested in e-commerce. He wants help, like with the team members, and that's the only thing that I have right now.
Okay, it's fine. Let's see what you said here, and then we compare.
For people to help you, but also you told me that you've been doing that for 2 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, so for the past 2 years, I've been trying to look out to see if I can meet the right person, because I don't know, I've been watching YouTube and I've not been able to meet someone to actually mentor me. So
Okay.
yeah, I want someone to actually have time for me to understand the whole process of e-commerce.
What is your idea on e-commerce?
So this is not the first time this happened, and you're making the same mistake again. Do you know what is the mistake?
Non-buyer language.
I am the prospect. Why are you accepting a call with that?
I wanted to say that now on this call. I wanted to say in hindsight, I didn't have the skill as for right now. I didn't know that back then. Now I would have called it out, but yeah, at that time I didn't know.
Don't accept that. So, okay. I know basically what I wrote down is the prospect is interested in this and he has been doing it for 2 years. That's what I wrote down. Okay. Now, me doing a recap, I will tell him, okay, so You're interested. You've been doing this for 2 years. What has you interested in this? That's how I'm starting. Because I want to understand why. Like, why? What's the point here? Okay. And I'm saving the 2 years under the belt because right now I wouldn't use it, but you damn right know that I'm going to say in a moment. So you did this for 2 years. How much money you made already? It's not like I'm asking what results you got or, hey, did you got any results? No, how much money you made? And I want to say it like that so that the guy tells me, nothing. And I say, sorry, what? Yeah, nothing. So you've been doing this for 2 years and you haven't got anything? Yeah, no, yeah, it's just that I've been doing research for 2 years. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I'm moving on and I'm leaving it there. It's like that hurts. I'm leaving it like that. But first I'm going with the what do you mean interested? That is I want to build my case with that first. That makes sense so far?
That makes sense. So far.
So I watched this video.
I think you asked the same. Like, what got you interested in this? So,
What's your idea on e-commerce?
oh, okay.
I think someone sent it to me. For I think it was a video when was it Shaban or whatever I think. Yeah, he
Yes.
was explaining how everything, the whole steps, direct like sales and yeah. So that is why I'm like, okay,
This guy more than likely doesn't have money and he lied to you about he wanted to pay and then he ghosted you.
In this call, he makes 4.2k USD, and I didn't ask for expenses for some reason. And also he had like he tried the processes with 2 cards. Maybe he was bullshitting me, but and he's tried it on Whoop, by the way. Like he actually processed it. So I don't know what happened.
I had a guy who did that to me too. And it wasn't working and then he just left the call. Like he did it 2 times
That's
too.
what
Oh, yeah,
happened.
it was an ex student. What the is like he tried 2 times, he left the call. It's like, oh, okay. And I follow up, no response. Okay. 6 months later, he joined. He texted me, hey, I want to do it. I jumped into the call and I said, you pulled the same shit you did last time. The call is finished. And then he said, no, I'm sorry. Are you going to start or not? Yes. Here's the link. That was literally my call. It was less than 3 minutes. Like I literally just did that. And he joined. You can ask me if you want to. His name was Ricardo. He's not there anymore, I think. But yeah.
Mm.
So interesting one. Interesting one. My point is, this might happen. And to this guy, I am not seeing. I don't believe it. I don't know. Let's see.
This seems like something I can actually do. And way back he was talking about high value, like I don't know if it's products or whatever. And it looks like people are always like chasing like maybe winning products, but it's not about winning products, it's about high value products. So I really want to know because it looks like he has a different approach, right, when it comes to e-commerce and he's making positive impact. So that's what I want to like actually learn and yeah.
Okay.
No idea what you just said, brother. So you are here because you want to make money or because someone else told you that you can make money? That's my question.
And you told me that for 2 years you tried to meet other people. What do you mean with that, with meeting other people?
Not relevant.
Like try to meet a mentor, but like I don't know, they don't.
Okay.
Hey, actually, never mind. I like that answer. I try to meet a mentor. Okay. That was a completely non-expected one. I'm definitely using that. I try to meet a mentor. Okay. What have you done so far to get a mentor? That's my next question. And how many mentors you got? In 2 years, you didn't got a mentor? How much money you made so far? Nothing. So it's like, okay, I'm starting to bury him up.
I'm just looking for the right one, the right person to guide me, and I'm ready to.
Did you already have a mentor?
No.
Okay. And you mean with e-com, right?
Yeah, e-com.
E-com specifically.
There you had to try. What have you done in this last 2 years to get a mentor? That was the question.
Have you tried other things? Because earlier you told me that you're just looking if this is the right thing to do. So is e-com the only thing in mind?
A beautiful thing to ask as well. Again, this guy is a fucktard. He's like, we have no idea. So the direction you're going, not bad at all.
Or is there anything else?
No, for now it's just
The way that I would have gotten, the question that I asked earlier, which is this something you want to do, or someone told, or a friend told you to do this? Like, that was my way of getting to that point earlier.
e-com in mind.
Okay. And when you say for 2 years you've been looking around, what have you tried? Because have you tried that to do on your own? Or
So, again, good question, but way more powerful to say, what have you accomplished so far? Nothing. Okay, how much money you made in this last 2 years? Nothing. How many mentors you got? Nothing. So do you see is like that already builds your case. And you can, with that, I can already leverage objections and stuff because, okay, for the last 2 years, you didn't take action the right way, you got nothing. Now you're thinking about getting the right action and getting money. So if you want to keep doing, with all the respect, nothing, don't do anything right now. But if you actually want to change and make money, well, what do you think you should do? Right? That's the way I would use this later on.
did you always want to
Yeah,
implement?
I've tried it to do on my own before, but like I don't seem to get yeah, I tried to do on my own before. Created a store and all that, but like no, nothing, no results, so
This is great. So when a prospect says this, you say, no results. Yeah, okay. Help me understand. What exactly did you do? And they will tell you. And you say, so you did this? Okay. For how long you tried? Well, for this amount of time. Okay. So you did X, Y, and Z for A amount of time, and you got B results, which is in this case nothing. Yeah. Damn. How do you feel about that? Yeah, like shit. Expand on that. Yeah, man, it's just fucking shit. I hate it. I thought I would be making money and I'm not. Okay. You want to stay like this? No? Okay. Is that why you're in this call? Yeah. So it's such a natural transition just from this point. It's so easy to make it look like the obvious option to work with me. It's a great point.
Okay. And what do you mean with no results? Just no money, or
no money.
did you like invest into like ads or cost?
Yeah, you see, instead of going into this, tell me what have you done specifically? Because what is the only thing you're focusing on right now? Money. But you're not focusing on how difficult it was for him. You're not focusing on what people say about him. You're not focusing on how much doubts he has already. You're not focused on how much time it took him to do this stuff. Okay, so there's so many things, but you're only focusing on money, which obviously is important, but it's not the only thing. You wanted to say
Yeah,
something?
that's the same thing when Angelina had the roleplay with Babazook, where it was like, okay, he tried e-com for 4 months, no results. OnlyFans management for 2 months, just a couple of $100, something like that. Like, how long have you been doing this? How much did you pay for this mentorship, etc.? So how difficult that is.
Yeah, 2 weeks on OnlyFans.
Okay, so
Yeah, ads. I think I did the TikTok or Facebook. I think one of them Facebook ads.
I mean, so this guy did nothing. Generally, if he says TikTok or Facebook, what have I tried? You gotta call that out and you say, so you don't even know what you did? No. How do you expect to make money like that? Do you think that if you go alone, you're gonna make money? Do you think that if after this call we don't end up working together, you're gonna make money? No. So you're telling me the only way you're gonna make money with this is having a trusted advisor like us? Yeah. Do you see how everything that he's giving? It's like it's hilarious. Maybe this is like a new level of sales that with every sentence he gives me, I am closing him. Do you see this? With
Yeah.
every sentence, I have enough to close him. So it's yeah, it's simpler than one might think.
I didn't see that in the call at all.
Right.
Ads or TikTok. Yeah, I did a TikTok ad too, but
How much did you spend?
For the ads, I think maybe around 200 Canadian.
Okay,
Just 200 Canadian, yeah.
just 200 Canadian. And when did you do that?
How much you got in return? Nothing. Oh, you just lost that money? You just tossed that money? I would have said. Yeah. Wow. Is 200 Canadian a lot for you or not? Yeah, and then I can get to the financial conversation. Why is it not a lot? Or is it a lot? Why? How much do you make? And then I can qualify on that as well. It's a perfect transition on that.
Somewhere like all this has to do like 2 years ago, and I just gave up. And I was like, okay, so let me get
You gonna give up now?
into it again and see. Maybe things might have changed.
Mm.
The system might have
Okay.
changed. There are new ways.
So again, another very good point. At the end of the call, you said, "Hey, yeah, so you tried this before and you gave up. No results. You want to do the same today?" It's so many. So I'm writing down gave up 100% because I'm reminding him of that. In the transition, when I'm doing the recap, you try this, you spend this money, we're not sure, and you just gave up. Is that accurate? Yeah. And now you're in this call because you want to find a good way of doing it. Because if you try it again, you will make money, or would you give up? In your honest opinion? No, I mean, I'm just gonna give up. I'm telling you, everything that they say, you can use it to close them. It's like, imagine this: we're 5 minutes into the call, almost 6. How many times I already got? And you're not even asking the perfect questions. It's like not not bad questions, good questions. And look at all that I got to close him on. This is making sense?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Good.
These on new approach, So like, yeah.
Okay, and what makes you go into ecom again? What is going to be different now?
I feel like maybe there's something I'm not doing right, or yeah, different.
So the good thing here is that all your questions were good. Literally, all your questions were good. The problem is the order of them. Okay? You're just tossing them for the sakes of tossing them. If you actually have done this in an order that would make this guy analyze the situation in a better way, and you have asked the questions in a way that is systematic so that I can keep scaling the information. For example, the example I just gave you, he said he spent $200. Okay, is that a lot or not? How much money do you make? It's like connecting, like, following the thread. Is what you said. You're not following a thread right now. You're just doing the stuff. This is making sense?
It makes sense, but I don't know how to do it. Like, which is it from the W's, or which thread is that?
So the thread of the conversation, can I draw here? I should be able to draw here. Rough. I swear, today I am not lucky with the cameras. What the hell? There we go. We're back. So look at this. So I want you to imagine, right?
Yeah, I can see. Oh, I can see it. Okay, it's
You
on
can
Zoom.
see?
Okay.
So this is basically what is in green is the structure. The structure is the W's or the checklist selling. Yes? Which is the structures
Yes.
that I gave you guys. The difference is that the questions that you will be asking, they have to take a direction. They have to follow a thread like this, that they might go to the sides, obviously, but they're kind of like going in one direction, which is this one. Like it's following one thread, which is like the orange one, right? It can go a little bit like this, but yes, this is how it should be. What you are doing and what Andronator did for this example is knowing that the thread should be like this. What you guys did is kind of like, this is what you guys do. Right? It's like you're going forward, but it's like you're going backwards to the side, back, you go up again. That's what you do. And you should be like this scenario. where even though I'm taking small deviations, I'm going in one way. And this is what I do. And you do this by one, following clearly this part, which is the structure, the W's, in the checklist selling, and also having common sense. Okay, common sense, which is basically, so if we just talked about he's spending money by obviously, like by an obviety, how much money he makes. Is that a lot of money or a little money for him? Does that make sense now?
It makes totally sense. I think at that time I was more zoomed in. Now I'm good at zooming out because whenever a prospect gives me something directly, I tackle it. Okay, what's gonna be different now? Or if he says something about scam, I'm gonna tackle it. But I should save that on the sides, like let's say gave up, and later tackle that. What's gonna be different now?
Yeah.
Now focus on this conversation. Yeah.
So when the conversation started, let me zoom in for you. When this conversation started, this call, right? So I wrote two things at the beginning, which is interested and 2 years. Yeah, the two things you said at the beginning. I told you I'm not going to touch on the 2 years yet. I'm going to say that under my belt because later on I'm going to talk about that, but I need to save it. The prospects will multiple times say stuff that you are, hey, this is really good, I need to discuss it. But if you're not doing it following a thread, the conversation is going to be all over the place, and the process is going to be dizzy. It's like you're going to confuse the prospect. It has to follow a sense. It has to follow a line, right? Because otherwise, what you're doing is the example I gave you is like you're doing this, whilst I am doing this, but I'm always going up, right? You guys do this shit. And even though you go up by making so many entanglements, you do not in the way, and that difficult the advancement of the call. Is this making sense?
That makes totally sense. I think now I understand this because I actually followed the thread, but the problem was whenever the prospect wanted to talk about something else, I followed him instead of just saying, we're gonna talk about that, but let's continue forward with this conversation. I think that's a problem.
It is a problem. You're the one taking the frame, taking the lead. You're the one directing the conversation. It should be you and you alone, not the prospect. Okay?
Okay.
Good. This gave you a good light bulb moment.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
Different approaches to, scaling a market or to e-commerce. Like I just feel like I need to be at the right someone to actually mentor me properly.
Okay.
And I'm ready.
So, Shaquille, it really seems like you need a mentor. Do you want to expand on that for me? Okay, he's desperate to sell himself on the idea of a mentor. So he's, with that, again, another point that he can make my day easier. Because he just keeps bringing up the mentors. It's like, okay, you like it so much? Tell me why. Tell me what are you going to do to get a mentor? Tell me how much sacrifices you would make financially, time-wise, effort-wise, so that you can be mentored. Because you really want a mentor, don't you? I do. Probably out of every single point that I showed you in this call that I had things to close him on, that we're like at 6 right now, 7. This one is probably the most important. And this one is the thing that I would have closed him on. And then let's say that he was flaky or anything, that you caught that. You just can say, do you tell me you want the help, or you could just do this in a follow-up. You told me you wanted the help of a mentor. Yet when you find one, you ghost him. And that's my follow-up.
That's crazy.
Imagine the answer that he has to give me now. He's fucked. Okay? What?
Yeah, another thing, I focused too much. I mean, I was so tele-drive. I focused too much on like the emotional part, like the job, the pain, so that I didn't put too much importance into like the mental stuff, what he tried. That's another thing. That's really important as well, obviously. But at that
Yeah.
time, I was like too focused on the pain.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. I'm not Do you see me focus on the pain?
No.
Exactly. You shouldn't either. I'm not teaching you that. I want you to write this down. The best objection handler is a reminder. That's it. So in this case, he ghosted you. And it's so good that you can also use it as a follow-up, which is, you told me you wanted a mentor because of X. Yet when you find one, you ghost them. And I'm using this as a follow-up just to show you that it has more practicalities. But let's say he has cold feet at the end of the call and it's like, yeah, I want to do it. It's just, I don't know. Say, okay, what did you tell me in the call? What do you mean? Yeah, you told me you wanted a mentor. Yeah. Why you wanted a mentor? Yeah, so I can make the money, get some more fried chicken. Okay. Now you have the possibility of getting a mentor and you're doubting it. You just leave it there. Because the only option, the only thing they can say is, yeah, you're right. And then I say, so what are you going to do? I am destroying their objections with a reminder. That's why the discovery is so powerful, because if you do the discovery in a good way that you can cover everything, you just remind them of that. Tell me your thoughts.
It's crazy how you can use everything, like literally everything in the discovery against them, what they use. They cannot escape. And people still try to use objection handling like word tracks, even though the best objection handling is common sense and reminding them. That's the best. Like that's all you need.
Yep. Do you see how easy this is?
Yes, so
I don't understand how people are making, everyone is making 5 figures. It's so stupid. I'm not even writing poetry right now. I'm not saying heavy is the head who wears the crown because Shakespeare said that. Is like, I'm just telling you, you told me you wanted a mentor. So what's going on? Easy, easy. All right. So let's advance a bit more.
yeah.
To start afresh and whatever it takes, if I need any kind of investment or whatever I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you realize you like need someone to actually help you. But why did you start it now? Because you gave up 2 years ago, right? But you now booked this call with me. What did you do in the time between that? Did you just give up there? Didn't you do anything there, or what did you do
You
then?
know, I just stopped.
Great question to ask way earlier. All right, because we needed we need a clarification. Again, my thread would have been after that question, which is, are you doing this because you wanted or because a friend told you? Like that would unleash a chain of questions that would have ended up in this one as well, because I still don't know what the fuck this guy wants. So great question. I think it's just too far into the call,
Then I just
but way better
Yeah.
to ask it than to not ask it. So props.
was doing my job, like my normal regular job. So I just held it. I just held it back for a bit, and I went back to my normal job.
Okay. What is your job?
I do social work.
Can you repeat that?
Social
What the fuck?
worker.
Social
wanker?
No, social work. Social worker.
social worker.
Yeah, social worker.
What do you do on that job?
Social worker. Nah. This is fucked up though. You just literally told him social wanker. No. This is actually, no, what the fuck?
What is your job?
I do social work.
Can you repeat that?
Social worker.
Social
No, social work. Social worker.
social worker.
Nah, you did not call the guy a social wanker. That's crazy. Wow. This is so fucked. What the hell?
Yeah, social work.
What do you do on that job?
But good clarifying question. It happened to me as well that I have no idea. Like I don't know. They show up with, yeah, I'm a whatever lologist. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What do you do? So it's good to clarify always.
Oh, so I work in the hospital and like I help clients. I talk to like doctors' families and just I help clients get like go to like doctor's appointments. Has to do with like it's just office job, you know.
Okay. And is the goal to transition out of your job with ecom or do it like
Hmm. Shaquille, maybe I am overstepping here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But it sounds like you're not that proud or happy about that job. And I'm only saying this, Jaden, because the way he said it, he tries to not explain it. You can see it, right? So yes, I could go, hey, can you explain me more? I don't understand, which is acceptable too, but I want to speed up the process. So I'm gonna call out the obvious and say, yeah, it doesn't look like you like this. What's going on? Yeah, I know I don't like it. Okay. And now comes the fun part. You got the pain. Because you say, what don't you like? How much don't you like it? Where is the thing that you don't like? How do you go to that thing you don't like? How often do you go to that thing you don't like? How much time you spend in that place you don't like? To the people you speak, how much do you like them? It I have so many things to get in pain in there. And after he tells me all that, I'm gonna say, how much money you make with the thing you don't like? Or because if he already told me before, I'm gonna say, so you told me he made like 4K or something. Okay, so you make 4K in a job you don't like. Is it worth it? Nah. Is that why you're looking to transition to e-commerce? Yeah, I see. Is that why you're in a call with us? Yeah. Why do you believe you should work with us then? Well, because you guys this and this and this. Okay. Have you seen enough from us to tell that, yeah, we're what you need? Yeah, yeah, 100%. I know it. I want a mentor. Okay. So do you see how everything he's giving me, I can use it and flip it in a way that it serves mm, the idea of joining the mentorship?
Yeah, 100%. This is the thing that you taught Andrew Nate. So like dig into the job, the pain, but use the money as justification. And if you can replace the job with a better salary, then that's the only solution is ecom anyway. So money is a justification. And 4K, if it's not worth, then why would they not do it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Another question here, like
Tell me.
another question I wanted to ask. You do data gathering around the job. My question is, do you do data gathering? Do you have like a framework or whatever? Or is it are you asking based on relevant questions around the job?
Yeah. So it's both. If I have to give you a frame that I do in data gathering, the thing is that more of a frame is just an idea, which is I need to understand three things. What is the problem? Why that is a problem? And what has he tried to fix it? And you can add the fourth, which is the continuation of that one, which is for how long he has been trying. So again, what is the problem? Why that is a problem? And for how long has he been trying to fix it? Right? So to kind of summarize it, or in the things he had done to fix it. Like it's just that. So is this clear? Yes?
That's clear, but I mean specifically on the job, let's say with the role play with Andrew Nathan, like the commuting,
Yes.
this and that.
So yeah. So that's the frame I have. That's the frame I have. Now, when I am asking questions to the prospect and he says that he has this job, it's like, okay, what is that job? I'm a social wanker. Okay. What does a social wanker do? He wankers. Okay. To whom? Where? How frequently? You see? So it's just common questions that I would have about the job. And in some cases, I need to go in more detail. In some cases, I don't. It's not like I have a frame of, okay, I know where it is. I know what is he doing to commute there. I don't do that. It's just, if you tell me you work in IT, I'll tell, okay, how do you work? Yeah, I mean, I work in front of a computer. Okay. How many hours? Well, like 10 hours a day. Every day? Yeah, literally every day. All right. You're always working at home? Yeah, I'm always at home. Do you like that? No, fucking hate it. Why? Well, because I'm sitting all day in the chair. Okay. How's that affecting you? Well, I mean, I don't go to the gym. I'm fat. You see? It's just by logic. I'm imagining someone who's sitting on a chair, like, working on the laptop all day, and they're doing nothing else in IT and at their house. It's like, oh, do you like that? No. And it's just, I need to understand the situation, but I am imagining it. So the social wanker, I imagining a guy in a social environment wanking off. And I'm saying, okay, what is that environment? Like, is that a hospital? Hopefully not. Okay. How many people do you wank off to? I don't know. How frequently do you have to wank off? Does it tire you? How much money you get for wanking off to people? Like, and we can just said, do you see? I'm just using my imagination.
Yeah, my only data gathering thus far was always how much hours do you work and money. That's it. But now with the role plays you did, you gave me more perspective, more data to leverage.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff because sometimes it's not just the money or just the time they tell you. Because I had many times that I had prospects who told me, yeah, I work 8 hours a day. Okay. What about commuting? Well, I mean, it's 1 hour to go and 1 hour to come back. Oh, so you work 10 hours a day. Yeah. Anything else? Well, I mean, I have to come back from the job and I have to take a shower, hang my suit. So, and yeah, that takes me like another 30 minutes. And then I have to check some emails, and that's another 30 minutes. It's like, oh, so you're working 11 hours a day. Do you see? And I just got that by just thinking, okay, how much? It's just using the imagination to live their experience. It's what I always say to you guys. Don't think from your perception, think from their perspective. So if you're telling me, again, you work in IT, I imagining, okay, how do I work in IT? I'm sitting on a chair, probably at home. So, or maybe in office, I don't know. But the point is, how does that experience look like? More than likely, if I'm all day in front of the computer and I don't have any type of physical activity, does that affect my body? How many people do I know? Do I have a girlfriend? Because it's going to be difficult to date if I never get out of the house. And you never know. This happened to me like a lot of times, which is, yeah, no, I'm just sitting all day. And the only thing I can do is just swipe on Tinder every single day. It's like, oh, is that a problem? Well, yeah, because I want to go out to, I don't know, a nightclub and meet them. Okay. Why are you not doing it? I can't find the time. And the whole problem ended up not being the job, but the fact that they just wanted to meet someone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
100%.
Good.
What is the goal then?
I want to see if I can. I'll just for now, if I'm starting, I'm gonna like maybe do the e-commerce on the side and see how it's gonna go. I'm not just gonna like maybe quit. I'm just gonna see how it's gonna go for like maybe I'll give it the first 6 months and see if there's gonna be a progress. Then I'll give it my full time and
This guy is such a fucking loser. So I would say, okay, sure. You're gonna give it 6 months without really putting intention into it, like just trying half-assed doing it, and then you're gonna give up again. That's the plan, right? I'm literally saying that to him. And I need him to see the reality. I need him to see the reality, right? This guy will never be successful if he doesn't have someone who bring that up to him. Now, I like to do it this way. If you think that is too challenging, it's like, I don't know if I could do this in a way that I will work. Just make it as a question, like from a curious standpoint. So, okay. So you try for 2 years, kind of like, with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. and you in 2 years didn't accomplish anything. You lost $200 and you gave up. So now you're going to do it for 6 months. Again, 1 feet in, 1 feet out. And you expect different results in 25% of the time that you did before? How likely is that you're just going to give up again? So there, again, I said it in a way that it's not challenging if you're not comfortable with that. But it's the same conclusion. The dude says, oh, yeah, you're right. Actually, that's not going to work at all. And if he genuinely wants to tell me that, no, I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to tell, okay, I cannot help you then. Because genuinely, what the fuck? Because if he has this thought in his mind, for example, we hit this point, I cannot move forward. I cannot because I will never be able to sell him. So I can leverage a bunch of stuff right now. Another way of doing it, if he's a rock head, you just tell them, okay, you wanted a mentor. Do you want me to act as your mentor? Please. And you say what I said. Your ex, after 2 years of half-ass doing stuff, you didn't accomplish anything but losing money. And now you're thinking about doing the same for only 6 months, which is 25% of that time. Do you genuinely believe you're going to make it? No. So are you wasting your time here? Or are you actually going to change your life? Because that's what a mentor will tell you. And I was like, shit. You see?
Yeah, it's crazy. How much pressure you give into them.
Yeah, they deserve it.
What my
Tell me.
No, I don't have anything.
Nothing?
job
Okay.
for a bit and get into
Okay.
get more into.
But why e-com in the first place? Like, why not do your job?
You see, you're asking the right questions, but the order is all over the place. There's no thread. Questions are great. You need to ask them. You need to eliminate the possibility of just staying with the job 100%. It's just now I don't see how this is effective now. Especially
Is
after
it
what he
later?
just said. What?
Okay. I mean, the job, should I ask it later?
No. The thing is that this prospect is someone who is all over the place. So you need to first address the mentality that this guy has. This guy just told you that he's going to try. And you're just, why not you're doing your job? It's like, no, you don't do that. You have to call that out and say, what do you mean try? You do it or you don't. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, because I need extra money. I need more extra income, so more money.
Okay. For what?
The thing is that this guy is a child mentally. Like genuinely, he's a child. So it's already a difficult prospect. If you don't become an excessive authority, like I have been giving you the examples in this call, you're not going to close him. You're just not going to close him. So he's a child. He needs a dad. 100%. Like he's smiling. I just need my money. He's literally a child. So you have to be. Now you are doing a perfect job of being detached. Absolutely. The problem is that in this case, you have to act as an authority that is concerned. You have to be more attached in this case. But just on that, not attached to the money or to selling him. Attached to, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like on that aspect, you have to be more attached here.
Why do you need more money?
Oh, I need more money.
And now you're talking about why he needs more money, but we still don't know how much he makes. That's a clear mistake. Wait, what are we talking about if I don't know the number? Like, don't tell me what color the roof is gonna be if I don't even have a floor. Okay.
I need to for my family. I need to have more time for myself, and I also have a kid, So I cannot just be at work all the time. I need to be able to do things. Yeah.
Okay, and what is the priority here? Is it making money or being with your kids and not away all the time? What's the priority?
No, the main priority is to.
So, Shaquille, you're telling me that this is a decision that is not just affecting you, but also your family. Like you have a kid, so you need to make money for him. Yeah. More things to pressure him on. So you know that with a mentor and with the right system, you will make more money. You know that doing it alone doesn't give you money. You even lost money. And it's a decision that is not only about you and your wallet, it's a decision that is affecting your kid. As a father, what are you going to do? And the dude is it's like ultra fucked. It's just ultra fucked.
Yeah.
As a follow-up, imagine that. You wanted a mentor so that you can make money for your kid and for yourself. And when you find one, you leave him.
To
Do you see what I mean? With the best objection handler is just a reminder.
Yeah, I mean, at that time, because I wasn't that advanced, I'm still not at your level when it comes to zooming out, not even close. But it's like zooming out, like connecting the dots, what he said previously about the mindset, bringing that up. I was just going with the conversation, being more zoomed in. And that was the problem. And I didn't even see that with the mindset, right? It wasn't even about the zoomed in. I didn't even really think about that.
Yeah.
That's another like next level.
So I want you to see, again, I said this at the beginning, let's make it like a game. You're on this call versus me on this call. Imagine the difference. This guy is sweating balls right now. This guy is crying, just begging me to fuck him, literally. It's not even 10 minutes and this guy will be begging me to fuck him. Okay? And I'm telling you, and it's not like a bad thing. It's like a genuine thing because I am the only solution he has to get away of this shitty life that he has that we haven't even discovered. And I can already tell this guy is fucked. He's just an idiot. So I'm the only salvation he has. I am everything this guy, the only way this guy is not going to be a lousy father, the only way this guy is going to be successful in life is thanks to me. Do you see the impact this has?
Yeah, you see so many things. Even when I rewatched the thing, I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
The thing is that it's a rabbit hole how many things you can see because you helping him would have affected not his life, the life of his kid. Do you know what also does? That changes how that kid grows, how much he can have, which affect his own generation as well. It's like, imagine the impact that you could have done through time. Do you see?
Yeah. And it's closing is such a superpower. I'm glad that I'm learning it. Very
Yeah.
happy.
Closing is it's not a bullshit skill. It's like actually you're changing people's lives and not just the generation through time, but every person that it's in connection with that person that you affected. Because everyone
Yeah.
who meets this guy or the son of this guy would not be treated the same way that if this guy ended up being rich with e-commerce versus a brokey that doesn't have food to eat. And the friends he's going to have, the girlfriend he might have, everything is connected. Okay?
have a life, have a freedom, make money, invest, and do other business, whatever I get from. Because I know with e-com, if you're serious, you can make a lot of money out of it. So yeah, that's what I want to.
And can you define freedom to me?
Yeah. Again, you just keep making this mistake. It's all over the place, and it wasn't. You don't want him to define freedom here. This one is off the ball, like really badly. It's not. They're not bad questions. It's just that you're not seeing what is the question that you should ask. Because first, you know what this is for? Like maybe with this example, you're going to understand it clearly. You're just too zoomed in. You're asking questions based on what they say. That's why you ask, what is freedom? Because you're just listening. What did he said? He said freedom. Luca probably would have asked this. What is freedom to you? That's you. That's your brain. No, right? Every question that I ask is not. Honestly, you could even say that the questions that I ask the prospects are not even about what they say. It's about the whole connection that I am making with everything that is going on.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are just too zoomed in into what he just said. So making it like this. What do I do this? How can I draw?
Oh, freedom is
Okay, I cannot do it. I'm going to share again, but I want you to see this. So the level 1 of a closer, which is the worst one, is the one that basically is, what can I ask? What should I ask? What should I ask? What should I ask? I don't know what to ask. I'm getting nervous. He's talking and I don't know the next question to ask. That's the bad closer because he's on his mind. You already surpassed this one, which is great, right? Literally. This one is done. You already covered this one. You're not there. You are at stage 2, which is I'm going to ask questions based on what they just said. And based on what they just said is this guy said freedom, so I'm going to ask freedom. This is where you are at, but you haven't mastered this. Because once you master this, you go to the third one, which is where I am, where I'm expecting you to be as well, which is I'm not going to be focused on what he just said to me. I'm going to be focused on everything. On everything. So level 1 is I'm only focused on myself. Level 2 is I'm only focused on what they just said. Level 3 is I'm only focused on everything that they just said. That makes sense?
Yeah, 100%. I actually get better when it comes to zooming out, but still I'm very zoomed in. Like there are levels to that. Like there are big levels to that. Like I don't have the problem of I don't know what to ask. I don't like when I hit a dead ally, I know how to follow the structure of W's, but still like I don't follow the threads, right? That's another problem that I have. So there are levels to that.
There are. So good on this. I'm actually running out of time. I need to have another call, but let me know your takeaways on this. What do you think?
A lot of takeaways, a lot. I wish we could watch it more because there was like way more to it. Like I did a lot of data gathering, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was valuable enough. Like there was so valuable, it's insane.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you like it, my G. I will. Any questions? As you know, just ask me on WhatsApp. Okay, just shoot me a message, and yeah, that easy. I will see you in the Discord in the war room. So yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate
Wunderbar. All right.
Wunderbar.
Auf Wiedersehen, my friend.
Auf Wiedersehen.
There you have it, lads. The end of this call. After you watch this, I want you to think, and I just have one question for you. What needs to happen for you to say, I am literally wasting money by not being coached like this? I am literally wasting money by not knowing this stuff. I am not closing clients. I do not have an amazing close rate. I am not making 5 figures or more with commissions because I just don't know how. What needs to happen for you to realize that you're wasting fucking time? I am able to be like this because I invested a lot in mentors. Why in the fuck are you not doing it? Now, you might not like me, and for some fucking reason you got to this point, fine, don't invest in me. Don't invest in my mentorship. Go to someone else. But for fuck's sakes, you're losing money. You're losing time. Get your shit together. Get a mentor. And obviously, if you want the best in the planet, you can work with me. Okay? So anyways, that's it for the video. Don't forget that if you really want to become good, you can check down the link below and you can join the Hunters. There's an investment, clearly. But if you really want to make it well, if you really want to go, if you really want to conquer and win, you have to make sacrifices, just like I have done, just like my students have done. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.